Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call.
Councilmember Irby. Councilmember Page.
Here.
Councilmember Wasinger. Here. Councilmember Gray.
Present.
Councilmember Dolan.
Here.
Councilmember Tracus. Councilmember Harder.
Here.
Mr. Chair, we have a quorum.
I move for the, is there a motion for approval of the journal of
Yes.
the meeting on October 3rd?
I recognize your motion. Is there a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. October 3rd, 2017 journal is approved. We have no bid openings tonight. We'll move to communications.
Mr. Chair, there are no tax compromises, zoning matters, or road and bridge matters this evening, so I'll move to other communications. Under other communications, item number 1.
Receive, file, and county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation, and that will be the order.
Item number 2.
Receive and file, and that will be the order.
Item number 3, 5th District.
Receive and file.
So ordered.
Item number 4, 3rd District. Receive, file, and the agreement be approved as recommended.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 5, 3rd District. Receive, file, and the agreement be approved as recommended.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 6, all districts.
Receive, file, and county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation. Same motion through item number 8, and that will be the order.
Item number 9, all districts.
Receive, file, and county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation. That will be the order. We intend to have a hearing on this bill on Thursday of this week at 4 p.m. And at that time, we will expect to see a fiscal note, so we'll understand the cost of this change and an understanding of the impact on the county pension.
Item number 10, all districts.
Receive, file, and county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation. That will be the order. We also intend to have a hearing on this bill, committee of the whole, 4 p.m. Thursday. We at that time expect to see a fiscal note on this bill and and an understanding of the impact on the county pension.
Item number 11, 4th District.
Receive, file, and the county council be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation. And also, I need a little more information.
So ordered.
Item number 12, 7th District.
Receive, file, and the county councilor be directed to prepare the appropriate legislation. The same for item 13, 14, and 15.
So ordered.
No add-ons this evening, Mr. Chair.
Report of County Executive, no report, no special committee reports, public forum.
We have one speaker this evening, Mr. Chair.
Please come to the podium and state your name for the record.
I believe the speaker's name is Robert Anderson.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening. I'm Robert Anderson from Maryland Heights. And just pertaining to Grief Corps Park and the ice rink issue, I was out there on October 7th, 2017. A bulldozers out there. Some Missouri Sewer District trucks were out there. About half a dozen people were looking at it. And we have this bill number 241 that's this evening. I'd just like to know what's happening with that bill and what's happening with the issue. Thank you.
So I can answer that question if you like. So we did receive a letter from Legacy Ice Foundation. Has that been made part of the record, Jen? Or is that just circulating?
I don't know that I've seen it.
I think we'll just try and push that out on the council email list. They have, in general, begun to comply with the intent of our ordinance. And so this ordinance is holding its place on the agenda while the grading and seeding work continues. But it's my impression from that letter and talking to the representatives that they intend to have it seeded before the end of October, certainly beginning of November.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
No more speakers, Mr. Chair.
Introduction of bills.
Bill number 266, introduced by Councilmember Page, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to accept a grant of up to $516,442 from the Department of Justice, Office of Justice Programs, appropriating the same for support of a case management and treatment program for prisoners booked on probation, technical violations, and authorizing the county executive to execute necessary documents. Sorry, Mr. Chair, I just want to make sure this is off so it doesn't make noise. Bill number 267, introduced by Councilmember Wasinger, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to accept a grant of up to $50,181 from the Missouri Department of Natural Resources, appropriating the same for support of rehabilitation of the Jarville House, authorizing the county executive to convey a conservation easement to the Missouri Department of Natural Resources, and authorizing execution of necessary documents. Bill number 268, introduced by Councilmember Harder, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute a contract with TGB Incorporated for replacing 36 high-mast ramp lights at Spirit of St. Louis Airport with LED fixtures. Mr. Chair, the next bill is Councilman Tracus' bill. Will someone be introducing bills for Councilman Tracus this evening?
Yes, I'll introduce him.
Thank you. Bill number 269, introduced by Councilmember Harder for Councilmember Tracus, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute a contract with CDG Engineers Incorporated for engineering services in connection with improvement of Longview Drive Bridge number 511, CR-1511, and authorizing the Director of Transportation to execute related documents. Bill number 270, introduced by Councilmember Harder for Councilmember Tracus, an ordinance declaring the public necessity of and providing for the establishment of a public park and recreation facility site consisting of approximately 8.12 acres to be added to Albrecht Park, authorizing acquisition of the land, authorizing the county executive to execute necessary documents. Bill number 271, introduced by Councilmember Page, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute a contract with TA Contracting Incorporated for on-call demolition contracting services. Bill number 272, introduced by Councilmember Page, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute a memorandum of understanding with the Institutional and Public Employees Union Local 410, American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, AFL-CIO, pertaining to collective bargaining rights of certain county employees. Bill number 273, introduced by Councilmember Page, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute two memoranda of understanding with the St. Louis County Police Association, Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 111, pertaining to collective bargaining rights of certain county employees, and amending Chapter 201, Title II St. Louis County Revised Ordinances 1974 as amended Personnel General by repealing and reenacting Section 201.190 pertaining to compensation of police department employees. Mr. Chair, that is all the bills.
Perfection.
Bill number 162, introduced by Councilmembers Page and Harder.
Second. We're going to hold on the order of business for now.
Bill number 162 is held.
Bill number 189, introduced by Councilmember Page.
We have substitute.
We do have a substitute bill. This was requested by Councilman Tracus.
Right. I'll introduce it.
Substitute Bill number 1 for Bill number 189, introduced by Councilmember Page for Councilmember Tracus, an ordinance authorizing the county executive to execute a contract with the Missouri Securities Investment Program for investment of surplus funds.
Move adoption of substitute bill number 1 for bill number 189.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I move to perfect substitute bill number 1 for bill number 189.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Bill number 190, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Hold bill 190, 190 is held.
Bill number 222, introduced by Councilmember Tracus.
Councilman Tracus wants to drop this bill from the order of business.
Bill number 222 is dropped.
Bill number 241, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Hold on the order of business. Bill number 241 is held.
Bill number 249, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Same motion. Bill number 249 is held.
Bill number 256, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Move to perfect bill number 256.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Bill number 256 is perfected.
Bill number 257, introduced by Councilmember Tracus.
Move to perfect Bill number 257.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Bill number 257 is perfected.
Bill number 258, introduced by Councilmember Dolan.
Move to perfect Bill number 258.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Bill number 258 is perfected.
Bill number 259, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Move to perfect Bill number 259.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Bill number 259 is perfected.
Bill number 260, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Move to perfect Bill number 260.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Bill number 260 is perfected.
Bill number 261, introduced by Councilmember Harder.
I move to perfect Bill number 261.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Bill number 261 is perfected.
Bill number 262, introduced by Councilmember Harder.
Please hold on the order of business.
Bill number 262 is held.
Bill number 263, introduced by Councilmember Harder.
I move to perfect Bill number 263.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Bill number 263 is perfected.
Bill number 264, introduced by Councilmember Page.
I move to perfect Bill number 264.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Bill number 264 is perfected.
Bill number 265, introduced by Councilmember Walton Gray. Mr. Chair, we have a substitute bill.
I move that we hold,
Well, shall I read, may I read the substitute?
Mr. James is going to hold it.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay. Then,
Bill number 265 is held. Final passage.
just to be clear, Mr. Chair, the underlying Bill 265 is what's held on the order of business.
Yes, because we didn't adopt the substitute.
Right.
I think we're still looking at language.
Bill number 183, introduced by Councilmember Erby.
I move to hold Bill number 183.
Bill number 183 is held.
Bill number 245, introduced by Councilmember Harder.
Want to move to final passage Bill number 245.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby. Councilmember Page.
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger. Aye. Councilmember Gray.
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan.
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus. Councilmember Harder.
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 245, there are 5 ayes and 2 absent.
Bill number 245 is finally passed.
Bill number 246, introduced by Councilmember Harder.
I move for final passage of Bill number 246.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby. Councilmember Page.
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger. Aye. Councilmember Gray.
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan.
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus. Councilmember Harder.
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 246, there are 5 ayes and 2 absent.
Bill number 246 is finally passed.
Bill number 247, introduced by Councilmember Page.
Move for final passage of Bill number 247.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby. Councilmember Page.
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger. Aye. Councilmember Gray.
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan.
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus. Councilmember Harder.
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 247, there are 5 ayes and 2 absent.
247 is finally passed.
Bill number 248, introduced by Councilmembers Page, Wassinger, and Dolan.
Move for final passage of Bill number 248.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby. Councilmember Page.
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger. Aye. Councilmember Gray.
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan.
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus. Councilmember Harder.
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 248, there are 5 ayes and 2 absent.
Bill number 248 is finally passed.
Bill number 250, introduced by Councilmember Harder for Councilmember Tracus.
Move for final passage of Bill 250.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby. Councilmember Page.
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger. Aye. Councilmember Gray.
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan.
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus. Councilmember Harder.
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 250, there are 5 ayes and 2 absent.
Bill number 250 is finally passed.
Bill number 251, introduced by Councilmember Walton Gray for Councilmember Erby.
I move for final passage of Bill number 251.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby. Councilmember Page.
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger. Aye. Councilmember Gray.
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan.
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus. Councilmember Harder.
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on Bill number 251, there are 5 ayes and 2 absent.
Bill number 251 is finally passed.
Bill number 252, introduced by Councilmember Walton Gray for Councilmember Erby.
I move for final passage of Bill number 252.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby? Councilmember Page?
I'm abstaining from this bill. The company that I work for rents an apartment in this apartment complex for visiting medical students.
Councilmember Wassinger? Aye. Councilmember Gray?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus? Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on bill number 252, there are 4 ayes, 2 absent, and 1 abstention.
Bill number 252 is finally passed.
Bill number 253, introduced by Councilmember Walton Gray for Councilmember Erby.
I move for final passage of bill number 253.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby? Councilmember Page?
I'm abstaining for this bill, which is related to the previous bill.
Councilmember Wassinger? Aye. Councilmember Gray?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus? Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on bill number 253, there are 4 ayes, 2 absent, and 1 abstention.
Bill number 253 is finally passed.
Bill number 254, introduced by Councilmember Harder for Councilmember Tracus.
I move for final passage of bill number 254.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby? Councilmember Page?
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger? Aye. Councilmember Gray?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus? Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on bill number 254, there are 5 ayes and 2 absent.
Bill number 254 is finally passed.
Bill number 255, introduced by Councilmember Harder for Councilmember Tracus.
I move for final passage of bill number 255.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Erby? Councilmember Page?
Aye.
Councilmember Wassinger? Aye. Councilmember Gray?
Aye.
Councilmember Dolan?
Aye.
Councilmember Tracus? Councilmember Harder?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, on bill number 255, there are 5 ayes and 2 absent.
Bill number 255 is finally passed.
We have no resolutions this evening, Mr. Chair, so we'll move on to unfinished business. Under unfinished business, item number 1.
Hold on the order of business, and that will be the order.
Item number 2.
Move approval of the appointment of Thomas Miser to the Older Adult Commission, to the board required position of representative of a service agency or university, term to expire July 1, 2018.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Item number 3, second district.
Hold on the order of business. Oh, no, we're going to pass this. Nope, that's held. Thank you. Wrong note.
And moving on to new business, Mr. Chair, we have 2 prepared orders this evening.
I move for the adoption of order number 1 and order number 2.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Orders 1 and 2 are adopted.
The 6th district one, is that an order or is that, what is that one? The donation of the, for the monument?
It's by order.
Order 1.
It's on there as an order.
Is that an order?
I think the first 2 listed items, Mr. Chair, are in one order.
One order.
Oh, there's
No,
one,
2.
okay. All right. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thanks.